Welcome back, everyone. I am Natalie Schlute, your intuitive manifestation coach. And today we are on day 6 of Manifest with Your Higher Wisdom. This is the book. If you don't have it already, be sure to go over to Amazon and grab your copy now. We went through all the education. Now we're going step by step through the 30 days of journaling prompts and the entire transformation process so that you're attacking and creating your manifestations from a holistic approach, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical levels. Today is day 6. So in the first 10 days, we're still digging deep into our alignment, our goal setting, and today is all about programming your body. This is exciting because I think this is something that a lot of people don't think about. We get very into our heads when it comes to manifesting, thinking it's all about our thoughts, it's all about our affirmations. But in reality, our physical human body holds a lot of energy. It holds a lot of emotions. There's a lot in our nervous system. There's a lot in the cells of our body. And sometimes in order to process traumas, in order to process things that we want to manifest, to release things that we're holding on to that no longer serve us, and to shift our energy into more alignment of what we need to be in order to manifest, we actually have to physically observe, shift, and move our physical body. So this is all about getting out of your head and into the physical. So I'm really excited about this one because I think you're going to find this very interesting. There's 2 parts to it, and I'm going to give you a variety of options. I will be demonstrating some of the movement portion as well. Be sure to give this video a like, hit that bell so you get notified when I have new episodes out, and be sure to follow my YouTube page as well. But let's get into the beginning of your day, which always starts with your meditation process. So you're going to start with 5 minutes of meditation, tapping into your intuition. If you want to use the guided meditation I have for free at natalieschlute.com/morning meditation, you are welcome to do that. Or you can just put on some music and go through the process yourself. Journal down whatever you experience. If you're receiving intuitive downloads, if you're just noticing how your body's feeling, whatever comes up to you. You might have some fears, some thoughts, some doubts. Whatever's going on in your mind, dump it into your journal and just release whatever comes up for you first thing in the morning. The first thing we're going to go through, and this is kind of our clarity portion, is you're going to observe your body. So your first practice is to sit in silence with your body for 2 to 3 minutes. You can set a timer or you can just be present with yourself, whichever works for you if you have an open-ended time this morning. And then observe what you feel. Scan your body from the top of your head to your toes and notice what sensations you're feeling. So ask yourself a couple questions as you scan your body. Does your body feel anxious, shaky, pulsating, heavy, light, open, or closed off? Do you feel more sensations in certain areas of your body than others? How are you breathing? Where is your breath? Do you stress breathe high in your chest and your neck? Do you feel that motion happening? Or do you breathe calmly into your belly, meaning your neck and shoulders are still and all your breath is just through the belly, letting your belly expand and contract? Is there tension around your heart? Is there a heaviness there? Do you feel something in your gut? Do you feel tight? Are you holding on to any tension, perhaps in your face, your neck, your shoulders? Maybe you're holding tension in your hips. Write down whatever you observe in your body. And if you're doing this along with the video, feel free to pause right here, take a couple minutes, go through that process for yourself, journal it down, and then you can unpause and come right back. If you're just going through this so that you can learn a little bit more, we're going to keep moving forward. The next step is to release your nervous system. So it's important to do that first step because we need to take note of what we're feeling, what we're experiencing, because you're going to want to take note after we move through the body, what shifts you notice, what has changed, where has the energy moved, where has it shifted to, what have you released and let go, do you feel lighter, do you feel more connected? These are all things to ask yourself as we move through this process of releasing your nervous system. So releasing your nervous system is very much about being consciously aware of what you're experiencing. We did that with the scan, but through this process, I'm going to give you 3 different options. Everyone's a different age. Everyone has different things going on with their body. You might have a lot of energy and you might have a lot of anger and you need to do a little heavier movement to shake things out of your nervous system. Or you might be older. You might have some aches and pains. You might have some injuries, or you might be under the weather and you need something a little more light and easy to move through so that you're shifting energy. Whatever level you're at is perfectly good. I actually recommend you try all three on different days or even the same day if you have a big chunk of time and you just want to explore how each of these different levels of moving your body feels, because they're all valuable. You're going to get something really wonderful and a beautiful transformation out of every version. It's just depending on the day, the time, what you're experiencing, how your body's feeling. One might suit you better at one time, while another variation might suit you better at a different time. So of these three levels, the most important thing is to connect and be aware. We don't want to check out, we're checking into our body. So a level 1 movement that's going to help release your nervous system is going to be gentle stretching. I'll be demonstrating each of these for you. The gentle stretching allows you to move slowly and spend time with parts of your body that might feel tight and painful. The key here is to stay in the uncomfortable stretch for several moments, breathe into it, and feel the emotions that come up for you until they begin to subside. We don't want to hold on to any stretch if it's sharp or painful, or if you have an injury in that area. This practice is really amazing and beautiful. I had an experience where I was taking a yoga class. I was at a yoga retreat in Costa Rica, and there was this deep hip stretch that I sat into. And as I sat into it and breathed, all of a sudden I felt this pain in the left side of my hip. And all these emotions started to rush in. I had these flashbacks of the first injury, sports injury that I had when I was a dancer at 12 years old, and I tore something in my leg. And I felt all the emotions that were being held that were associated with the emotional pain that I went through during that chapter of my life. And by sitting in this stretch, I just started to cry and I released the emotions of the past. It was very cathartic, very healing. And it was something that my body had been holding on to for decades. This experience was probably 20 years after the initial injury happened. And so my body had been holding on to this for a very long time. So this experience of moving your body and just stretching, maybe get on your hands and knees and move around and see if there's some tight spots in your hips, your shoulders, your back, your neck, your feet, your ankles, your hands. There's so many places that you might be experiencing tension that you can breathe into and let release. You may not have the same experience as me. You may not have a flashback to a memory and know exactly where it's coming from. Most people are just going to feel some tension and maybe not feel great about going into it. But if you back off just a little bit, ease into it, into a point of tension that's uncomfortable, but not causing serious pain, breathe. Allow yourself to let go and release into that. And as you release into that stretch, you may notice some emotions coming up, and just let those emotions move through you. Of course, this should all be done in a way that is gentle and appropriate for your body. If you have any health concerns, if you have any major injuries, always consult a doctor first. This is not medical advice. This is a spiritual practice, and you need to take ownership of your body and make sure that you are getting the care you need and that you are doing all of these practices with a safe space and proper care and guidance from your physician. Now, the level 2 movement is freestyle dancing to music that makes you happy. So this freestyle dancing allows you to explore parts of your body that need attention and expansion while releasing any unwanted energy and cultivating new positive energy. So pick your favorite playlist and just go for it. This is also considered like trance dancing, therapeutic dancing, ecstatic dancing. It's just allowing yourself to move in any way that feels freeing for you. It is not about having the perfect dance moves. It's not about caring what anyone thinks of you. You can do this in the safety of your own home. And it's really about shifting energy, shaking your body, moving your body. going through all your joint range of motion and exploring the facets of energy that might be unlocked. If you don't normally exercise, if you live in a sedentary lifestyle, maybe you sit at work a lot, there's a lot of energy that builds up in the joints, in the spine, in the hips, in the neck, in the shoulders, especially if you're on the computer. You got a lot of neck and shoulder and back tension, perhaps your mid back. And this process of just allowing yourself to be free, allowing yourself to dance, allowing yourself to move through all your joint range of motion, it unlocks the energy and the tension and the stress of everyday life. It allows you to feel free, to feel release, to completely let go, and again, unlock that flow of energy in your physical body. Through that physical unlocking, through this dance freestyle process, you're also moving energy spiritually, emotionally, and even mental energy too. You'll notice your thoughts might become more positive, and you're going to feel lighter and more connected, maybe more motivated to take action, more motivated to get outside, be in nature, and exercise. So many beautiful benefits that can come from this freestyle dance process. The third version of level movement is shaking your body as fast and wildly as you can for at least 2 minutes. This fast shaking allows you to release anxiety, anger, and heavy emotions so that you can feel more free, aligned, and manifest faster. So we tend to hold a lot of anger, a lot of rage, anxiety, frustration in our physical body. And sometimes we shut down, we freeze, yet we have all this anxious energy that needs to be released. And by shaking your body aggressively, you can even choose to put on some loud heavy metal music or something that gets you in the mood for letting out that rage, letting out any anxious tension that you have. But shake vigorously, like really shake your arms, really shake your legs, jump up and down, whip your head around within reason that feels good for you. Because again, we hold on to tension. If you notice, animals, often cats, dogs, and birds, they have a tendency to just shake. If they're experiencing an uncomfortable energy, or when they wake up from a nap, or you see a bird taking off for flight, often they'll shake their entire body because it's an energetic release. And we have a lot of tension and stress that builds up, and we need to release that stress and tension from the physical body. So this shaking process, being as aggressive as you can with it within the safety of what feels right for your body, can be very cathartic and therapeutic as well. So whichever level you choose, level 1 of just gentle movement, breathing into deep stretching, level 2, freestyle dancing, or level 3, aggressively shaking out energy and anxiety from your body, whichever you choose, allow yourself to be fully in it. And allow yourself to express that energy and shift that energy through your physical body. No need to think deeply, allow any emotions to come up, allow the energy to shift, and see how you feel when you're finished. Once you're done with level 1, 2, or 3, whichever you chose, journal out what you experienced. How did it feel moving through your body? How did it feel breathing into tight areas? How did it feel to shake it all out? What shifted in you? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel different? Just take inventory of what changed for you and how powerful this practice can be if you were to add it into your daily routine. Next up, you are now primed because you've released all this energy to master your vibration. So the next portion of this morning routine is to program your body. You must feel the emotions of the new reality now as often as possible. And by new reality, I mean the version of you that has manifested what you want to manifest. So if you were already the future version of yourself who has manifested everything, how would you feel emotionally on a daily basis? Pick 3 emotions that you would feel most of the time. What would that be? So write down the 3 emotions. It might be peaceful, calm, energized, motivated. You might be happy, fulfilled. You might have an experience of serenity, excitement. What are the 3 words that you would choose to describe yourself if you had everything you already wanted? And these are the emotions that you are going to master feeling. Now that you've let go of some of the past through that physical nervous system process, I want you to take these three and go one by one, take 1 to 3 minutes and feel each of these emotions that describe your future self. Really feel these emotions as strongly and as expansively as you possibly can. And this is what you're going to practice every day, several times a day. To master reprogramming your body, emotions, and nervous system, you need to figure out what the new baseline is going to be and then start feeling that in your physical body day to day. So you're going to practice the emotional embodiment, and then I want you to write down what this experience was like for you. There is a guided meditation that goes along with today. So if you'd like to listen to the meditation, Raise Your Vibration, this is part of the Higher Wisdom Manifestation Meditation album that you can find on Audible or on my website. This is just going to help you lift your vibration, to feel more connected to the emotions that you have already determined your future self is experiencing. Go one by one, feel each of them, do whatever you need to do in your imagination, your body, to feel connected to that sense of peace, fulfillment, confidence, whatever that looks like, love, right? And then put it all together. And then I want you to master feeling that way over and over again. Because that feeling in your body, that feeling through every cell of your body, is what's going to help you become a bigger magnet for manifesting all your desires. This is another great page to bookmark and tab so that you keep coming back to these emotions that you are mastering. And of course, we want to end our morning with deciding on 1, 2, or 3 things you can do today that are going to help you reach your manifestations faster. Your evening will finish off just the way it always does, with rating your day, observing the things that weren't working, how you can strategize to make it better, praising yourself for all the wonderful things that happened, thinking about the things you're gratitude for, and building yourself up. And then, of course, ending with your spiritual connection, your prayer for the evening, and potentially doing your subliminal audio so that you're manifesting in your sleep through the guided meditations that I provide in Higher Wisdom Manifestation Meditations. And that's it for today. This was a lot of work. This was definitely a bigger day. We have a couple more of these big days that you're going to be digging into some of your goals and so forth. And then once we hit day 11, it's just rinse and repeat. You've learned all of these concepts, you've practiced them, you've played with them. Now you just get to master it. And so I'm so excited for you and the next few days that we have coming up for the Manifest with Your Higher Wisdom journaling experience. If you're loving the book and the guided meditations, be sure to head over to Amazon and give me a review. It allows for more people to find this book and change the world one person at a time. Audible reviews are also greatly appreciated. If you're enjoying the meditations that help you open up your spiritual abilities, raise your vibrational frequency, expand your ability to see your manifestations, and reprogram the subconscious mind through the subliminal audios. Thank you so much for all of your support. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And for those of you that are already deep diving into this process, you're loving it and you want so much more, you want to get certified and have certificates in mastering manifestation, you want to learn the whole gamut of how to manifest love, wealth, health, and so much more, expanding your spiritual nature, developing your intuition and all of your psychic senses, be sure to check out Soul Mastery School on my website, natalieschlute.com/Soul Mastery School. I would love to have you in there. You get coaching with me throughout the month, a community of people that are on the same path as you to connect with, and I think you're absolutely going to love it. I have tons of playlists that I think you're absolutely going to enjoy, including this full 30-day Manifest with Your Higher Wisdom journaling experience. Be sure to check out all those playlists so you can do a deep dive and just binge watch on all the good stuff.